So I guess while I'm wandering around aimlessly, maybe I might want to think about what I think of this game and maybe this series as a whole was like for me to play. I had seen people play this, well, both of these games before, so obviously I was a little bit spoiled. I mostly knew what was going to happen throughout. So obviously I was spoiled, but it was still, it's a fun experience. Like, I'm not really much of a stealth guy. I love just shooting. Oh, I'll have to come to that as soon as I can. Can I just, I'll probably come to that at some point. I like action. I like a little bit of stealth, but I like action more. I like having the choice just to gun things down. I liked the action in this. I liked a bit of the stealth, but I liked the action more. I'm glad that I did casual on this, because I never thought I'd be able to finish on standard, or even hardcore. I'd probably reverse that, hardcore or even standard. Especially not in time when I wanted to do Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart as well, which I think I might have time for that. I sort of, okay, I know the gripes that some people have on the voice acting in this compared to the voice acting in the other one that had true voices, well, very good professional voices, and that had the out of ammo thing. And it's a thing. Like, I don't mind the voices in this one. I did like the voices in that one a little better, though I did kind of like Sebastian's voice in this a little bit more than I did in that one, only because this one gave him more emotion. The other one just had him as a detective, and it was all neutral, which actually kind of worked for it. But this one allowed him to emote more. Although his guttural roars really don't sound all that convincing. I didn't mind the voice acting in this. It's not as flash as the other one. Certainly doesn't have Yuri Lowenthal's voice in it, so it does take it down a little bit of a notch, but it's still not that bad. But I did like the action in this. As a series, well, I suppose it was okay. Like, I'm not that big on it, but I would have compared this to Resident Evil, but I've only played the first-person versions of this, so I would prefer Resident Evil 7 and Village over this. It's still good, though. I don't mind. In fact, I prefer third-person. If I played the other Resident Evil games, I'd probably compare them to this and think that this series was definitely better than Resident Evil. But I've yet to play the games before Resident Evil 7. In saying that, I think that the Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village, the first-person games of that, was somewhat better than this. But, I don't mind it. I don't mind this this game at all in this series. I actually like it. I suppose that's one thing I can think of when playing this and looking at both of the games in the series. The Evil Within 1 definitely had more of like a horror thriller movie vibe compared to this. Because that was probably what, I've forgotten, was it Shinji? I can't remember who it was that created this, but I'm fairly certain they knew what they were thinking of when they created this. I'm pretty sure they wanted something akin to, like, a horror movie. Like, that's how it started with the whole, like, the cinematic letterboxing. They knew this was going to be, like, a movie kind of game. Or at least it had, like, a movie theme to it. When they migrated over to this, in 2014, I think, for the Evil Within 1. And then 3 years later, they came up with this. And I think they distanced themselves, or at least they, oh, there's one more. Maybe I automatically got that. Before I get that, I just want to do like one little more talking, maybe just wandering around. Yeah, when they moved to this game, it definitely doesn't have that much of the movie vibe compared to the first game. Like, there are some moments where the cinematic letterboxing comes in, and I know that you can get cinematic letterboxing as a reward when you finish this game. So that's something to look forward to slightly. I sort of liked and not liked the fact that they moved to just, like, game. as opposed to a movie game. I can either take it or leave it. I think I liked The Evil Within 1 more just because of the movie factor, but this was okay as well. I liked it. Gotta say, at certain points of cutscenes, the facial expressions look pretty good. The only thing I was never really convinced of was the hair physics. The strands, the little follicles, they always looked so unnerving to me. Maybe I just needed like, whoa, okay, that paused. Chapter 17, A Way Out. And we've still got like 15 or so minutes. Let's try to complete the episode like that. Yeah, in regards to the hair follicles and stuff like that, like the strands, they look, in a way, they look good. They look very well detailed. But I suppose I would need to put the graphics up to a very high setting for them to have some worthwhile substance to it. It's the wrong words I'm looking for. Like, they do have substance to them, but I think to do them justice, I can push that. To do them justice, I would have to put these in high graphics, but I'm not really comfortable. Like, eventually I'm getting a PC that will allow me to do that. I suppose with the voice acting, with the dichotomy between Myra and Sebastian, the voice acting that they had in this was the only way it would have worked. If they had the voice acting with the other person in The Evil Within 1, I don't think it would have worked. They really had to get the dad voice down. That's what they needed. And the one before wasn't really a dad voice. It was a detective voice, not a dad voice. So I hope you can accept that as something of like an in-game review. I don't know.